Recording has commenced, so now we just wait for people. Wait for the peoples. We can practice on our correct posture, seeing that we don't have a back.
Yes.
We could probably sit on that thing. Elena has the other one. You want to try that? I don't need it. Hey, Daniel.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, Gayathri's here.
Hi.
Gayathri's here. Woohoo.
Hi. Okay.
Okay. Are you awake, Gayathri?
Yes, I'm wide awake.
It is 3 a.m., right? For you?
Hi.
It's definitely 3 a.m. here.
Oh my goodness.
It's very cold.
Well, you guys, you're the late night group that both decided, I think without communicating with each other, to jump in the regular session.
Sorry about the 11th-hour decision.
No, it's good. That means that I don't have to plan for a show later tonight.
Right, of course.
Is anybody else joining?
Yeah, we should have, well, hopefully. Hopefully more people are joining. I shared it with the rest of the group. There hasn't been a lot of chat going on in the chat server right now, so I think it will be people may trickle in or not, but I didn't get lots of confirmation. But we'll just, we'll do what we do with the people that we have, and hopefully more will join.
Okay.
So does it normally snow over there? In Fresno?
No, we're not in Fresno. We're in Oregon. If you can see.
Oh, you're in Oregon.
Let me try and lift this up real quick.
Oh, did you move over there?
Yes. See?
Oh, I didn't know. Okay.
Oh, wow, that's a very sudden decision.
Yes.
Yes.
That's basically how we do things, or how yeah, it's both of us, right? It's not just me. We're very we don't fit the planning mold mind very well. So, I got the call essentially, like internally, that it was time to vacate Fresno, and just communicated with who we needed to talk to, and now we're here. Hey, Rebecca.
Hi, Gary.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Daniel's frozen, I think. Quick, somebody do a sketch of Daniel. He's posing perfectly.
I see.
Okay, so I know that Rin is driving. She said she's on the road, so Rin's not going to be joining us. She might try to jump in at some point, but Samir, I have not had a confirmation. Fabian said he should be here, and Omar, as always, Omar shows if Omar shows. So there's...
Message him on Populous.
You messaged him? Yeah. People know, though. People know. Rebecca, you have a little bit of a blur in the bottom part of your screen.
Is that better? No.
Now you're upside down.
I'm upside down. Yeah, that may be... I don't know what I can do about that, Gary.
It's okay.
It's probably
Is that
fine.
okay?
Maybe
Okay,
yeah, maybe
it's
this
my phone.
maybe the screen's a little bit blurry or something.
It gives you a pretty haze.
Yeah. It's totally fine.
Okay.
Okay, so welcome everybody. I wanted to start off, or we want to start off with quickly, if anybody has something they'd like to share as far as websites or self-promotion of anything in particular that you would like to allow the subs to connect with you in a certain way, then I would like to give the first couple minutes for that. I wanted I wanted to let Omar share his populist thing, but Omar's not here. So if anybody, does anybody have any website or thing they would like to promote? Daniel's face.
Is he frozen again?
He's frozen again.
Not really.
The only thing
No?
I have is a SoundCloud page.
SoundCloud page?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you have access to a paper and pen, we're doing the link sharing that way, so we're getting around like the bots interfering. You can just
I see.
yeah,
Okay.
just write it down if you'd like, and hold the piece of paper up, and then see if people can creatively transfer that information, into their minds. And
You
Yeah,
don't think
you
the
gotta show
AI
people.
is going to be able to get around that, though?
the AI can probably get around everything, but there has to be a certain level of pretense that is carried on,
Right.
pretense of freedom type thing.
Well, I was talking to Samir the other day, and we had a situation where something exactly like that occurred, where he claimed that he was getting interfered with it.
Yeah.
It seems like he actually is like trying to send him stuff and it wasn't working. I was sending, so I don't know. Maybe something's going on.
Yeah, I mean, I know shadow banning does exist. I've seen direct confirmation of it. Like if you feel like you're being shadow banned, which means for those who don't know what that is, it's when a chat server or some communication platform is filtering messages that get allowed through to the group and without telling the person who sent it. That's what shadow banning is. And I know it exists. I've been affected by it personally, and nobody knows exactly like who's doing it or how or why. Well, I know why. It's just to manipulate with people's feelings, because like if you're having a conversation with somebody and randomly a word gets left out or a sentence gets left out, then it's going to lead to lots of confusion and upsetness really quickly.
I mean, I feel like sometimes it's like some kind of a psychic technology, but other times it's just a real technology, like Facebook or any other chat rooms. But I've seen like a lot of psychic technologies affecting things like that, especially online these days. It's getting more prevalent than ever.
Or it's like a combination of both.
Yeah.
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 And then combine that with people's manifesting abilities and self-fulfilling prophecy capabilities that we see in a lot of the aware community. Like a lot of people, they sort of bring themselves into their own little tornado of pain or whatever they're creating just because they're not really taking seriously their abilities as creators here, as manifestors. And that's something I think we could all pay more attention to.
Has anybody ever had a situation where you about a certain thing and you never typed it in or anything, but an advertisement would pop up? Has anybody had that happen?
Yeah.
I have.
We
All the time.
just
Time.
had that
I mean,
yesterday.
you never typed it in Google, nothing. You just
Never
thought about
typed it in.
a certain.
Hey Ren.
I think it just works on the concept of synchronicity.
I don't know how that happens.
Ren made it.
Yeah.
I thought you were on the road. What happened?
I just got back a little bit earlier than I said I would.
Awesome. Sweet. Maybe Omar will show up too. So I think all we're missing is Omar and Fabian.
Okay.
We're talking about, what are we talking about? Shadow banning? Sort of web suppression, manipulation, censorship, all of those beautiful things that are very relevant at this time. Have you ever experienced that, Ren? Have you ever had feelings that your stuff is getting suppressed or blocked or shadow banned or anything like that?
Oh, all the time on Facebook.
Yeah.
Especially when you're sharing links or yeah, all the time.
Ren, we wanted to take the first few minutes. If you have something you'd like to share, if you have a website or something you'd like to promote, if you're creating something for sale, if you have any thing that you'd like to share, services. I'm just letting people write it down on a piece of paper and holding it up to get around the very thing that we're talking about, like Andrea. This is that? Can you guys read that, or is it backwards? It's backwards.
It looks backwards.
No, we can read
I
it
can read it.
perfectly.
Oh.
You can
it
read
looks
it.
backwards to us.
Looks backwards to us.
That's
Okay.
why.
So this is
Oh,
what I want you to do. If anybody wants to share something, just do it like this. It makes it a little more fun. It's not just typing, and then the bots have a little harder time, screwing with us. So this is Andrea's website. This is where all of her art is, and creative services
They will be there.
will be there as well. You can purchase pieces of the things that she's made there. You can also... You have your clip art there as well? No, you don't have that. Not clip art. No, those things that you sell. What are they called? The quick picture that you sell for like 10 cents a piece.
Oh, the stock photos.
Stock
No,
photos,
Those are
yes.
not on there.
Okay. It's 11/11. Make a wish.
I didn't know what the heck you were talking about.
Nobody else has anything to share as far as self-promotion?
Omar will.
Can somebody write down for Omar, because Omar is...
Take down my SoundCloud tonight.
You have one, Daniel?
Just the SoundCloud. I mean,
Is
It's-
your music there?
not really.
It's very dim, Daniel, in the middle. I don't know if anybody can read it.
I want to check out my write it very well. I'm gonna use a black color.
Yeah,
My son's
maybe if you
pencil
can make it a
reader.
little bit darker, that would be better.
Yeah, let me find the black color.
Can you write for Omar his thing? I want to promote Omar because I feel like he's missing an opportunity, and we should do it for him anyway.
Oh,
So Omar has created, and most of you know about it, I think all of you know about it, but he has created an alternative social media platform called populous.space. And he's been attempting to get it off the ground. It is off the ground, and there are people in it. I'm in it. Andrea's in it. Rin, I think, is in it. I think that's the only... I don't think either of the rest of you are in there, but it's just... It's a social media platform that he says doesn't have all the, the censorship and the tracking and the ad, the sort of data mining that we all know Facebook and Instagram and every other social media site does. And it's also just Omar, and he's our friend, and he's in the group, and we like to support him. So this is
Is it
the...
like Wire?
What's that?
Is it like Wire, the service Wire?
It's just another social media site. So it's like you go on there, you make friends, you connect with people, you share pictures. The same. It's just social media. It's like nothing. Oh, you can also play Tetris.
Yes, you can.
And there's also links in there, and I don't know if they work yet, but there are links where you can click, just start a Google Hangout. So if you have a bunch of friends on there and you just want to have this very quick, like, let's all talk together type of thing. And of course, that's also not different from Facebook Messenger, which has the same capability, but again, it's
more private. It's supposed to be more like secure.
yes, more private, more secure, and it's Omar's. So if any of you feel so inclined to go over there and make a profile, we're on there. I will try to be on there a little bit more. Like, generally speaking, I'm not into social media that much, but
He's put a lot of work into
he has
it.
put a lot of work and effort into it. So okay, so topic. Daniel wanted to talk about end of the world
Oh,
because
there's
Okay,
That's
can
much
you see-
better.
It's a really ridiculous, nonsensical term.
butterfly bear.
There you go.
yeah.
Can you SoundCloud/butterfly bear?
And you'll see a picture. Huh?
It's called. Can you hold it up one more time? Is it a website?
it's yes.
SoundCloud/butterfly
It's just
bear.
SoundCloud.
Okay. And you have music.
Bear.
You have music up
You'll
there.
literally see a bear with butterfly wings.
Okay, cool. Sweet.
Gary, I have something to share.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is my email, basically. Okay. It's definitely inverted. So it's just
No, it's not.
No,
It's
I
not,
can't.
Gaither.
It's not
You're
for
good.
us.
You're
Okay.
good.
You can see it.
It's
guys
only
at
inverted for us.
hotmail.com. So if you guys want any psychic service,
Hold it up one more time for
I'm
like
a
longer than 2
clairvoyant.
seconds.
Okay, let me just put it up.
And don't wiggle it too much. Okay. GAYTHRI at hotmail.com.
Hotmail.
Okay, perfect.
So if you guys want any psychic service, I'm a clairvoyant, I'm clairaudient, I'm a remote viewer, and I'm very, very intuitive. So I've been doing this for 5 years now. So if you guys want any psychic service, you can approach me. I prefer clients who empower themselves. So, just saying.
Yes. So she doesn't want
That way
people
we
that
don't
come
become
in
like a psychic cord.
and start whining. No whining. We don't want whiners.
Are you?
No flakers. How much do you can you share your basic price format, Gayatri?
$2 and 3 minutes. I mean, 2.3 per minute.
$2.03 per minute? No,
Yeah.
0.3. 30 cents. Okay.
Yeah. 0.3.
Perfect. Sweet. Rebecca, did you have anything you wanted to share? In
As
terms
far
of
as content, no.
self-promotion? No?
No.
Okay.
Not at this time.
Okay. Well, let's get on to the topic. Oh, I also wanted to reiterate what we're doing for the new standard, which I'm going to try. I couldn't do it last time because the laptop ran out of battery, and we had like literally a 15-minute
Hey, what's up? See you later.
meeting. But now we have juice. So again, we're going to do 45 minutes or until Zoom kicks us off. And that this is public. So whatever is being discussed in this one is public. And then we're going to switch to, for the next 45-minute or so segment, I will turn the camera off and we can share more personal things or personal goals, sort of things that are more intimate. So just be mindful that the first segment is public and the second is private. And now, the topic. Daniel's topic was end of the world, and he has something, I think, to share about December, what is it, 23rd, 21st?
I wasn't being like ultra serious about it.
No, but there was something in there, so I wanted to hear what it was that...
Well, there is an interesting event that is going to take place on the 26th. There's going to be a very interesting eclipse over the Middle East. It's called the Ring of Fire eclipse. It's going to be a solar eclipse. And at the same time, there's going to be a comet or a meteor that's going to pass by Earth very, very close, like thousands of miles.
Really?
Off the Earth. Yeah, very close. And it's going to be a very big meteor, like a continent-destroying meteor.
26th?
Is it supposed to hit Earth, or is it just supposed to go by?
It's supposed to pass by, yeah.
Okay. That's good.
And it's my son's birthday on the 26th, don't forget.
That's your birthday? Oh, that's your son's birthday. How old is he?
He's going to be 8.
Okay. Wait, how many kids do you have? Just one?
One, yeah.
Nice. I think, is it just me and you? Gayatri, you don't have kids, right? Rin has children. Rebecca, do you have kids?
I have 2 boys,
How old are they?
22 and 14.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so Daniel, you said there's a Ring of Fire eclipse. I think I saw your posting on the Mandela Effects group that you thought it was a bunch of nonsense, that type of eclipse had never been in the collective memory or something like that.
That's for me. I'm not saying like it's in the collective memory. It's just that I follow all these eclipses, and I have been throughout the year, and I eagerly anticipated the July eclipse, the lunar eclipse of this year, and I knew everything that was going to happen till the end of the year. And maybe in my personal timeline, I have never heard of this one, and I was just
I haven't heard of it either.
How did you hear about it?
It just showed up on my feed, like on my phone, on my news feed, and I'm like, okay, this must be fake news. So I clicked on it, and I'm like, no, it's totally real. It's gonna happen. And I just find this eclipse to be interesting because it's a very similar looking eclipse that's shown on iPad Go 2, so there could be a correlation there. But I'm not implying at all that anything's going to happen or anything. I have no idea. It's just interesting.
When you mentioned the Ring of Fire, I automatically thought of that area in the Pacific Ocean where a lot of earthquakes occur.
Oh no, it's meaning the sun is gonna I mean, the moon is going to pass in front of the sun in a way that it's there's going to be a circle around, and it's going to look like a ring of fire.
Like this kind of, Daniel?
Yeah, there you go, like that.
Okay.
Yeah, not the ring of fire, not the Earth, not the Pacific Ring of Fire. No.
I hadn't heard about that type of eclipse either.
Supposedly one occurred in 2012. Yeah, all of these eclipses are very strange to me in general, but I don't know.
Okay. So, 26. Do you know around what time that's happening? Like what time of day?
It might. I don't know if Gayatri is going to be able to see it. I know it's going to be seen over the Indian Ocean and the Middle East. So, East Asia, I'm not so sure. You could look it up though. I'm not sure what time in our West Coast time. I have no idea.
Ring of Fire, December 2019. The third and final solar eclipse of the year falls on December 26th in the world's eastern hemisphere. However, this is the year's only annular eclipse. Sometimes.
Yeah, I could see the maximum eclipse in Singapore.
You'll be able to see it there?
Yeah, completely.
That's cool. Wow.
Take a video of it, Gayatri, and then
yeah,
you can
please
all see
do.
It.
Sure, I'll do a live feed.
Yeah. I don't.
Yeah, do that.
Hopefully, it won't hurt your camera, but no, I don't think so.
I just have to do some shielding.
Yeah. Wait, did anybody have any interesting experiences with that eclipse that happened in, was it 2016?
August 2017.
2017, yeah.
It definitely felt strange.
Yeah.
I had a massive jump in my energy.
Yeah.
At that point in time.
I think there was
especially
something.
with the manifestation and everything. I was able to manifest something that I never did in my entire life. And I felt it was something to do with the eclipse and the dense energies coming in to help us kind of open up our portals.
I'm trying to remember. Did you feel anything?
I was in the RV then, and I sat outside for a little while, and all I felt was just this strange, like, eerie, magical, sort of scary, but not really, like not too scary, just sort of eerie feeling, I guess.
That's what I remember too.
Yeah.
Did anybody actually see it?
My sister, I think.
I
It wasn't
didn't.
in my path of totality.
In Indian culture, we're not meant to go out. We'll be damned. So.
Oh.
You know,
Yeah, we're not meant to eat 3 hours prior and 3 hours post. We're not meant to take a shower. We're not meant to just do anything. We just have to sit at home and wait for it to pass.
Wow.
I remember my mom told me to just be at home and be safe. I was like, okay.
Because the eclipse might get you.
An Indian website where it said exactly that too.
Yeah.
Wait, what's supposed to happen? Like, it's just an eclipse. Like, it's not actually physically doing a lot, right?
Well, there's probably.
The energy is very harmful to us. I'm not sure how true that is.
That's what it's about.
It's got to be some sort of something coming through, some sort of change in the regular energies at least.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Especially pregnant ladies. They're not meant to go out.
I have a question though, about the eclipses. This might have to do with the Mandela effect. I don't know, but in the 90s, like for example, do you remember there being this many solar moon eclipses?
No.
No.
Like not even close, right?
No.
They were averaging a solar eclipse like one every 9 years. and
Yeah, I was
another
gonna say like
eclipse
once a
every 10
decade. Mm-hmm.
There's 2 lunar eclipses this year and a solar in 1 year.
Right.
I mean, that never happened before.
No.
That's just so strange to me. What do you guys think about that, though?
I'm a 90s kid. I don't know.
Well, I'm 31. I still remember very well, you know. I remember in 1999, there was a very big a solar eclipse that we actually watched from my school. So,
I don't remember there being that many. I remember it was almost as rare as, like... It was just rare. I don't remember there being so many.
I think it probably ties in with the fact that time feels so sped up in recent years, so it probably correlates somehow. Don't know exactly.
Time is definitely. I mean, it's December. I don't know how that happened. It was
Right.
just January.
Right. Yeah.
It was just New Year's the other day. Like,
Yeah, the time. I think the moment that you pull out from the 9 to 5 thing, or like just the regular mind that's just governed by holidays and the time of day that you wake up. I think the moment you pull away from that, then all of a sudden it's just like you have to reorient because you're actually looking at your own self and your own life really for the first time.
Yes.
And it's just disorienting at first. Fabian's here. Fabian! Can you hear me? Fabian? Fabian is always silent. He never ever can speak. Well, he's gonna listen anyway. Fabian, you gotta work on that. Like, you gotta somehow figure out how to...
I think.
No, he was talking before, last time. But his
there we
connection...
Oh.
Oh,
What's
nice.
up?
What's up, Fabian? How you doing?
Good.
Nice. Good to have you.
Good to be here.
Have you had any crazy things going on lately, or it's been kind of regular?
It's a constant day. The way of life.
Your way of life is just crazy?
Yeah.
I think Omar might be trying to.
He
Join?
just messaged.
He messaged. See, everyone's messaging on all kinds of different platforms, and I have to go hunting around for who messaged
Guys,
where.
I'll be right back. Sorry, I have to take this call.
Okay,
Sure.
go
Just a
ahead.
few minutes.
Did you see where he messaged
I thought
from?
he texted you, but I guess not. I don't see it. Oh, yeah, it is.
Oh, yes. Omar says he just...
We don't have to read the whole thing.
Out loud, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay, he's gonna join in a bit. Hopefully.
Tell him he's getting promoted.
He's been having a long, long night. Yes. Oh, look at Gayatри's little space saver thing.
Nice.
Tell them to get on a computer. Did we have any other topics we wanted to talk about?
I just said the sharing thing
What sharing thing?
about the.
Oh, the people's.
Mm-hmm.
Fabian, do you have a website or anything that you'd like to promote, or anything you're working on, or any creative places that you have work stored?
Art, anything?
Not at the moment.
Okay. Does anybody else have anything any topics that they would like to discuss? I know for us, we're just in Oregon now, like from being in Fresno, so our world is like topsy-turvy, and I think for us it's mainly about like being able to have our own space to create within, because we've always had lots of crazy roommates or bad energy, or just like bad living situation. Living in the car, it's a little bit hard to create. I was still making videos when I was doing that though.
How is the energy there?
Beautiful.
Here is very good. Yes, it's amazing.
It's clean.
I played a chess tournament, and I played like the best I've ever played, ever. Just from like, I think being here, and the air is clean. It's
Yeah.
snowing.
I
Like,
can breathe.
yeah, it's very good.
are you in a smaller town or something? Or
We don't want to share the exact location, but we are near Portland, and yeah,
oh, I know that. I figured that. Okay.
near Portland.
I spent 4 months in Boring, so I know the area well.
Mm-hmm.
The town
Nice.
of
Yeah, so what our personal goals are to, well, first get some sort of work that sustains us until we want to find land in Oregon and just start building out that vision that we've been talking about for quite a while. And the idea, even for this group that we've created here is as a collective to pool our energy and resources and just build the vision, really, like whatever part of it you feel it you could offer, like whatever you could offer that's unique, then you just offer it forward, and just watch it. I was even talking to Andrea today, like I would just like to get land and just show everyone, like, here's the land, and what would you like it to look like, and then we can all just like visualize it and then just see it start growing however it grows, and then people can come stay. You can come get Reiki, get reflexology. She wants to study Reiki, reflexology, art, like if you want to do like an art participating thing with Andrea, we'll have that. What else? Hobbit holes, I think.
Tree houses.
Joey's idea was hobbit holes, tree houses.
Yeah.
Tree houses.
Gardening.
Just self-sustaining, yeah. Gardening, yes. Growing food, being reasonably healthy.
Dancing.
Staying away from any sort of cult ideas. Okay. Your free meeting. So 10 minutes left we have with the public. But yeah, and I think we've had so many. We've had many examples of how collectives or communities can go very, very wrong. Like we've had so many. It's either attached to a guru that, of course, gets attacked, and the group gets taken down through the guru, or else it's just so disorganized that just it's tangents and people just kind of float away. So I think I would like this to be something that's just more well-grounded and simpler. Like it's not trying to be anything special. It's just whatever we wish to create is what we'll go for. We don't even know if it will work, but it should be fun to try.
Yeah.
I've spoken to a few people this week, and it's amazing how many people, that's their sort of like an aspirational dream, to buy a piece of land and be off grid.
Mm-hmm.
It's so simple.
Yeah.
Not asking for a lot.
There's actually quite a
The
number
laws
of
are quite finicky here in the UK, so I mean I've been looking into that as well.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of places that actually offer free land. I don't know if that land is any good.
Mm-hmm.
Probably not, like to grow stuff on, but there's a bunch of counties like all over the state that all offer free land.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
What states? Can you mention a couple examples?
I don't remember from the top of my head, but I'll send you a link though. But
Here in the U.S. though?
Yeah, for sure. I think probably like in Wyoming and places like that.
Yeah, that makes sense. Montana, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, free, of course. Even the idea of free is kind of silly because it's just the flip side of buy. It's just like the way to get around the structure is just it doesn't exist for the most part. Like you're aware that it exists, but you're not using the language where the duality language, where if you speak the opposite, you're speaking the thing. Like you're not talking about free land. When you talk about free land, you're talking about paying for land. It's the same thing. Like you have to move completely outside of the duality thing that can trap you in it, in every single possible linguistic way.
The poster behind you, those guys knew a lot about free land.
Yeah, they do.
Mm-hmm. We just did a sweat lodge yesterday. We had an Indian guy hosting it, and he was speaking about the idea of just respect. It's just basic respect. It's nothing. The things that have caught people up and gotten groups into trouble have always been putting up ideologies, putting up identifications, putting up like rah type material. And then all that energy just gets directed and redirected and then attacked from within and false flag nonsense. Like the whole thing is very simple once you see that it requires a buying into a certain aspect of the thought form and then can be manipulated. So you just, what was that guy's name that had Lauda on? The Freeman guy.
Freeman Fly.
Freeman Fly.
If you haven't listened to that, please go listen to it, because like I never heard him, but the way he was talking to Lauda, like
He's a cool dude.
He was very simple. He was funny, like humorous, but the way his synchronistic life was lining up, like he was living out his own imagination, and there wasn't even any room for boogeymen or bad guys or IRS or those things are kind of there in the background, but it's like jokes, like play things, play toy type things. And he was just moving around and all kinds of just
There's,
crazy
like,
things happening to him.
jump ropes for him to jump over.
Yeah, it's like little, like,
not a problem.
playing skip,
Hopscotch.
hopscotch. He's playing with these things where other people or the collective that likes to sit in fear and angst all the time, they're like, oh, these bad guys are gonna get me. It's like, no, it's just play. Don't bring that onto yourself. You don't have to do that.
I've been listening to him for years and years. I've known about him for a long time. I love him.
Yeah, it's the first I'd heard of him. I like him.
He's a
I
one
wanted
of a
to ask
kind.
you, what's you're talking about ideas that work, and actually there's a ranch a couple of hours from you that you might be familiar with called the Isetti Ranch by James Gilliland. You ever heard of it?
I've heard of it. That's where they host the UFO forums
Yeah,
and
I've
meetings.
always wanted to go there. I was really close one day and never made it there. If you guys, I recommend you go.
Where is it again?
I mean, that sounds like quite an. It's just over the Columbia on the Washington side, like a little bit east of that town, Hoover area in Oregon. Yeah,
It's in
it's
Washington.
like 2 hours from Portland. Yeah, it's 2 hours
from
from Portland and Washington.
Okay. Yeah, we could
Yeah.
even just make a trip outside of the sort of event.
Yeah, we could
things.
do it when we go see the Osho place, maybe.
Yeah, I had an idea to go to where Bhagwan, or where Osho had his, his little city that he created in Oregon. I want to go feel out the energy of that place and just like talk to locals and just be like, what happened? Do you remember what happened here? Like, and just get like a sort of unbiased, reporting on the aftermath of what he did there.
Aftershocks.
Aftershocks, yeah.
That was in the 1970s, yeah.
I think so, yeah.
80s,
80s?
70s, 80s. Yeah.
They built their
Late
own
70s,
airport.
early 80s.
They built their own airport. Like, they literally just built the city from scratch. It's amazing. Isetti Ranch is only 60 miles away.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh.
See where I'm at in out where I play my drums at the mine.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a situation that I'd been there like so long, and the authority had came once to, I think it was in August. They told me I had till March to be out of there.
Out of the forest?
Are you serious?
And they're like, no.
You must vacate
How did
this
they
woods
find it?
area.
You don't have to stay through the winter.
What did you tell them?
Well, I told them I'd be out for March there, but before March. So they wrote me up this red letter saying which place I had, that I had to be out within a year, because then after that it would be like, they'd be proclaiming it mine kind of thing.
Ah,
Oh, yeah.
I see. So they don't want you to like inherit the land by natural law or whatever?
Right.
Yeah, exactly. So I told them, I go, okay, well, I'll take it down, but can I put it back up like in the month of March right afterwards? Yeah,
That's
I'll
hilarious.
Take it down, put it back up, and be back next year. But I haven't seen him. It's been like 3 years.
Well, it's
It's yours
it's
then.
yours now. You can go down to the county and just have them print out like a certificate of ownership. Just have them
But
print it
not
out for you.
even, no, not even like, because the birds don't do that, right?
Right. He's
No,
gonna
but-
stay there. Don't worry about it.
Just as a joke, like that would be hilarious.
Yeah, but then they're gonna
Well,
get
that's
on
what
his ass.
Then they'll want property taxes from you though, right?
But like it's an old mine where they put out all the interior of the mine, like the busted rocks and quartz. They filed it all on one side, and I'm on that file, so it's like a giant game of Minecraft. So you can push rocks here, push rocks there, and get a whole floor out of rock. So they get, it's just rocks, But
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to go and put like piping.
Fabian, Can you?
electricity, you know, nothing. It
He's
has to
finally
be.
talking.
I know he's finally talking. Fabian, sorry, hold that thought. The thing is about to end for free, but I'm gonna give everyone the link for the other side for the private session. Okay. So we'll see you in a couple minutes. All right. Okay. It's 1:11. Perfect timing. Yeah, right when Fabian's talking, the
course.
thing's like rah rah rah. I am something.
Make sure you stop the.
Stop the recording. Yes.
Yeah.
So everyone who's still watching to the end, if you want to see what's going on after all the secrets and things, right? You gotta become a snail. So you gotta pay your $10 a month, and you can see what kind of cool stuff goes on. And Omar's trying to join right at this very moment when the link just ended. So yeah, become a snail, and then you can join in on the second part. Okay. Take care. What is this? 4A?
I think so.
Snail Collective Weekly. For A.
You're so funny with all your behind the scenes stuff still recording.
Mm-hmm.